Now let's talk about quarantine in swine flu. See, quarantine is the best way to prevent the spread of swine flu or flu in the society. When you will hear in the next few minutes, you will find that it's not easy. It will not always be easy for everybody to be quarantined, but it's a must to quarantine patients who have flu and patients or individuals who have been exposed to flu, who have been exposed to a patient who is suffering from flu. And how do you do this quarantine? Quarantine simply means isolation or separation of those people who can potentially spread flu to others. So separate them from people who are healthy, and that is quarantine. So first thing, if you think you have swine flu, or if you have swine flu, do not go to work, do not go to school, and do not go to any place where other people are there. Self quarantine is when you isolate and separate yourself from your friends and family and co-workers and everybody else. If you have to take the opinion of your doctor, call your doctor on the phone. Just don't walk into his clinic or office, call him on the phone. Your doctor may like to see you before his clinic or after the clinic or office hours, just as to avoid exposure risk to his other patients. So call the doctor and explain your symptoms, and he will tell you how and when he wants to see you. Maybe he wants to see you at your home. In case you are very ill and you have to go to an emergency room, inform the nurse in emergency room immediately when you reach there and tell her that maybe you are having flu, so she will keep you in a separate room and you won't be sitting with other patients in the emergency room, and they will not be exposed to possible flu that you may have. See, it's our responsibility to protect the society for two reasons. One, we are a part of it. Second reason, we will talk about it in a few minutes time. The lesser the number of flu cases in the community, lesser the chances that your family, your loved ones, your dear children and your parents and your wife, all those will suffer. The chances of them suffering decreases if the whole community has lesser number of patients of flu. If you are irresponsible and spread flu irresponsibly, ultimately there are more chances that it will come back into your family and may affect your near and dear ones, your loved ones. So a few more things about quarantine. Stay alone in one room of your house. Let no one come in direct or indirect contact with you. Indirect contact means somebody says, oh, I will just enter the room but not come close to you. No, the whole room that you are in has potential for infection. Sometimes it's very common, the friends and relatives say, oh, so and so is not well, let's go and see him. Tell everybody that nobody will be able to see you. Communicate with phone. They can call you on the phone and ask you how you are doing and all that, but tell them not to come to your home or not to come to visit you if you are in the hospital. In case if you are very sick and somebody has to take care of you, then limit it to one person in the family who will take care of you. Make sure that person is vaccinated if it is possible, because at least it will protect the patient slightly or protect that family member who is taking care of you slightly. Also make sure when the person who is taking care of you goes out of the room, washes the hands with soap and water and face with soap and water as we described before. If you have to cough or sneeze, either do it in a tissue and throw away the tissue, but tissue may not be available to everybody everywhere, so use the elbow of your hand, put it in front of your mouth and sneeze or cough in the elbow. See, you couldn't hear me well because I had put my elbow in front of my mouth. The advantage of using elbow and not your palms is that at least your hands will remain clean. Make it a habit to cough or sneeze in your elbow and not in your palm, and that way your hands will remain clean. Using a cloth handkerchief is not a good idea because mucus can stay in that handkerchief for a very long time and be infectious, and anybody else can touch it and get the infection. You can't wash the handkerchief every time you cough or sneeze into it. Then any hard surfaces in the office or at home that can be cleaned by bleach solution, clean them with bleach solution. Electronic things cannot be cleaned because the water will damage them. You can use alcohol strips or alcohol like dry swabs to clean them, but if something can be cleaned with bleach solution, clean with bleach solution. If you have been exposed to a patient with swine flu, usually if you are infected, the symptoms will start within 2 days, 1 or 2 days. In some cases, these symptoms can be delayed to up to 7 days. This is called the incubation period of swine flu. The importance is that if you are exposed to a patient with swine flu, you have to quarantine yourself or isolate yourself for 7 days. Even if you do not develop any symptoms, you have to be in isolation for 7 days because you don't want to give flu to your loved ones, your children, your wife, your parents. They will not be happy when you give them flu, and also there is a danger of dying. So you don't want such a thing to happen to your family. So best thing is avoid exposure to patients with flu, and the best thing is that during the flu epidemic or when there are too many cases of flu or swine flu, not to go to places where there are many people. Suppose you already developed symptoms of flu, then from the start of symptoms you have to quarantine for 7 to 10 days, and your doctor based on your symptoms will make a decision that if you have to be in quarantine for longer than that.